Website pop-ups are so annoying. Am I right? I used to be the queen of the anti-pop-up team. But in the last several years, as technology has evolved to make pop-ups way less intrusive and more targeted, I gotta say, I've switched teams. I'm on Team Pop-Up. Today's episode will walk you step by step, like new kids, through how to leverage Klaviyo's pop-up tools to increase email opt-ins, sales, online club signups, whatever it is you're trying to increase. Watch to the end and try some of what you learned before you knock pop-ups. You might just become a pop-up convert like me. Welcome to the Email Mavens YouTube channel, the place for winery owners and marketing pros who want to sell more wine online by sending better marketing emails. I'm Erica Walter, founder and CEO of Email Mavens, and I gotta tell you, there's nothing more irritating than landing on a website, knowing what I'm looking for, and then being virtually slapped in the face with an intrusive pop-up. You've been there, right? So you dismiss the pop-up and load the page that you need, and then wham, the same pop-up. 3 of those interruptions to your website browsing experience, and you're probably gonna leave the website altogether. Website pop-ups can be annoying, okay? But when executed well, they can actually increase your website traffic retention and conversions and serve your customer rather than annoying them. Here's how. By leveraging display and targeting rules within Klaviyo. That's how. You could show first-time visitors a first-time order discount in exchange for email opt-in. You could direct repeat buyers to your online subscription landing page, all the while hiding these pop-ups and messages from your existing club members. According to research by Optimonk, seasonal pop-ups have an 11.88% average conversion rate. Some seasonal offers are about a specific holiday, like Christmas or Valentine's Day or Memorial Day. Others relate to a time of year, like spring, summer, or back to school season. Seasonal pop-ups work so well because they come with a genuine sense of urgency. Customers need to buy presents before Christmas, for example. So for today's step-by-step, I'm gonna show you how to create a seasonal pop-up to drive traffic to your holiday portfolio that is targeted to unique customer personas: lurkers, buyers, and members. All right, so I'm logged into Klaviyo and I'm gonna navigate directly over to sign up forms. And from here, I have the option to create a new form. I'm gonna select on announcements and just see what Klaviyo wants to show me. So there's a Cyber Monday deals pop-up. I love this with the little countdown timer. That could work for Cyber Monday for you. There's a new product drop, a logo with check out our new releases. I like that because it's a pop-up and it's gonna direct customers to new releases, or in this case, our holiday portfolio. So I'm gonna select that one. And then you'll notice in the little window, it says include a teaser that has higher conversions. So a teaser is typically gonna show a little icons like, get a deal. You can choose to show this or not. I'm gonna skip that for today. Okay, so you notice now that my page is loaded, I have these options to start editing my pop-up from a design perspective, right? This is looks like some weights. I'm obviously not selling weights, so I might go in here and actually change the design a little bit. Ta-da, okay. And I could keep messing around with this design, but what you're gonna notice right off the bat, this pop-up is gonna say something about an online order getting a special price, and then Shop Holiday Portfolio can link to a destination URL. So over on the left-hand side, I would plug in the URL for my holiday gift portfolio and save this. It also opens in a new window. So if they're wanting to navigate over to a different page, they could, or you could simply have this redirect them instead of keeping your homepage open. That's the style part of it, but that's not what you're here for. You're here to learn about the targeting and the segmentation. So I'm gonna go to targeting and behavior. First thing you're gonna notice is display rules. And the timing option is showing that this pop-up is gonna be served immediately. Boo, we already know I don't love this. So I'm gonna go down to based on rules, and I'm going to say after a time delay of 5 seconds. You can also have rules like after they've scrolled a certain amount on your page, or when they've seen a certain number of pages. So like maybe it's not on their homepage. Once they go to another page, show them the pop-up. In this instance, I think just a simple time delay works well. But there's also an exit intent option. That's the first one under that select rules. I love using that for getting pop-ups to display when people are about to leave my website. Anyway, there is now a time delay on this pop-up. So it is not slapping your customer intrusively in the face when they land on your website. Rule number 1. Now, the other rule here is like frequency. Like, do I want my customers to see this repeatedly? Or after they close the form, can we wait a few days to show it to them again? And then display is the other thing I want to just point out. Both desktop and mobile. We want this pop-up to display in both of those formats, okay? I want to talk about targeting because you don't want to show the same pop-up about your holiday portfolio to a first-timer as opposed to somebody who is a longtime wine club member, right? Their incentives to shop your holiday gifts are going to be totally different. So we're going to change the targeting. You'll notice for visitors right now, it's actually defaulted to say, don't show to existing Klaviyo profiles. But our goal with this pop-up is actually to show it to people who are visiting your website and give them an opportunity to go start shopping, whether they're a customer or not, right? So you could have it show to all visitors, show to any existing profile, but not to people who are fresh visitors, right? So there's like ways to sort of mix and match your pop-ups. The one I want you to pay attention to is to show it to specific profiles in a list or segment. This is how you get different pop-ups to display based on the customer's relationship with you already. The email mavens have a standard kind of segmentation strategy for all of our winery clients where you're gonna divvy up your list by people who've never bought from you but have an email address in your system, people who have bought from you but who aren't members of your wine club, and active wine club members. And so once you do this show to specific profiles in a list or segments, you can select to include your, here's all of the email mavens. I'm gonna just find, this is my lurker version, your lurkers segment. And so now you have a rule applied to this pop-up that it's going to show it to lurkers. And I could have done the same thing with like my wine club, right? So now you can start to see, I can mix and match, I can add multiple segments, I can remove them. I can also include some people and exclude other people. So maybe this is shipping incentive on your holiday portfolio. You would want to maybe not show that to locals and instead encourage them to come visit you to shop your holiday gifts. Anyways, so you see where I'm going with this. Right now I have the rule set on this to only show it to lurkers. The other things you can do a little bit further down is you can only show this pop-up on certain URLs, and you can also not show it on certain URLs. And I would use this rule as well here. You don't want to show your holiday portfolio pop-up directing people to your holiday portfolio landing page when somebody is on your holiday portfolio landing page, you feel me? So you would maybe plug in like where if it contains the slug holiday portfolio, if I could spell, then if assuming that's the slug for your holiday portfolio, you would need to make that your real world situation. But anyways, that is another highly important rule here. You want to make sure it's not going to show the pop-up when they're already on the page you want them to be on, okay? You might be sending people directly to your holiday portfolio from an email campaign, for example, or from a social post. or an ad, and you don't want that pop-up to distract your customers in that situation. Couple more things to be aware of. You can also make pop-ups show up differently or only show certain pop-ups that if they align with UTM parameters. So examples from my ads conversation for you earlier, if your ad was directing traffic to one page and you wanted to kind of tell that traffic from the ad to go to the next page or to opt in for emails or whatever else, you can use UTM parameters to match certain values and then show your pop-up only to that traffic. It's crazy cool. I get really excited about all of the capabilities of this. And then finally under locations, you can show to visitors in certain locations or not show to visitors in certain locations. So if you wanted to not show a pop-up about shipping, let's say, to your customers who are local, you could use this option there as well instead of using the segments option. Anyway, you see how many things there are to think about? Most people are like, I made a pop-up, it doesn't look too bad, let's roll. And obviously this is not my best design work, but like, I made a functional pop-up, but the best part about the pop-up is not the design. It's about the segmentation and targeting that you're using, the display rules and the targeting that you apply using the framework I just taught you through. Okay, so we disabled the teaser, we've built our announcement. The other thing you want to do is just, you can add multiple steps if you want to, but since this isn't the kind of pop-up where someone is entering their information, you're really pretty much done. So once you click on publish, that's going to make the pop-up live. You just will get a little string of code that you'll need to embed on your website in order for the pop-up to actually be displayed. Now, the other thing you're gonna do, once you've got your, oh, I didn't name it something cool. That was a bad idea. Hold on. I gotta rename this. This is not announced new releases. It's holiday portfolio. Whoa. Again, with my typing. Lurkers. Okay, so now I know this is the version that's gonna be shown to lurkers. But now, instead of starting from scratch, you can clone it. And this is gonna be my holiday portfolio for purchasers non-club. But so here's the thing, that's not done. You're not done. You have to go change the targeting on it. But you don't have to start from scratch, uploading a different image or any of those kinds of things. You're basically just going to edit the form's targeting and maybe change the headline on it, right? Because this is a version that's being displayed to people who bought wine from you but who aren't wine club members yet. You might want to use a different headline, something that's like spread holiday cheers, you know will be a hit. Because you've already bought wine from us, like, or you could say like, share the wines you love with the ones you love. So that acknowledges the person is someone who already is in your ecosystem. And then you're not talking about a deal or a first-time order. They've already bought from you. Okay? So that's that piece. And obviously, the design isn't my best. I would probably change that color, okay? But then I'm gonna go to targeting and behavior. I'm gonna keep my timing rules. I like all of that, but I'm gonna go to the targeting and then I'm gonna remove lurkers from seeing this and I'm gonna find my purchasers. Whoa. I'm gonna find my purchasers non-club. So this is the version that's going to purchasers non-club. I have the targeting rules I want in place, but then I can publish this one, and then the same process would happen for targeting my wine club members. And in a wine club member version of this, you could probably use a similar tagline, like share the wines you love with the ones you love, but I would maybe consider using their member like status, like acknowledging that. So something like, our high society members get their discount and shipping included on all holiday gifts shop portfolio, right? So like call out their status and any pricing incentives that members only get so that it feels more relevant to them. It's not just shopping the holiday portfolio, it's telling them like, you get your deal too. This is like a really basic use case of pop-ups, but hopefully now you see like the layers that you have to peel back of the Klaviyo onion to get to the good stuff and be able to take advantage of these announcement pop-ups. Once you've made your pop-ups live, I want you to check in on them, okay? We do not just set it and forget it here at the Email Mavens. Monitor conversions and clicks, see if you're performing at or above that 11.88 conversion rate that I shared with you earlier. And if you're not there, you know what to do. Ask, why isn't this working? Iterate and monitor closely again. Also, set yourself a reminder for when these pop-ups need to be disabled on your website as well. I don't care how charming your pop-up is, it's gonna be pretty tone deaf if it pops up 2 weeks after Christmas telling people to shop for their holiday wine. Now, this only scratched the surface of what's possible with thoughtful, targeted pop-ups or slide outs, but I am confident that by employing the strategy I just taught you, you'll be able to generate more website traffic to the landing page you identified as most important to your current goals. So what are you gonna do now? You know what we're gonna tell you. You gotta do something with what you've learned. Commit to a seasonal pop-up this month. Try it out and be sure to come back here and share what you learned with us because we love to celebrate your wins. Speaking of celebrating, do you know what's a win we celebrate all the time? When we get a new subscriber on the Email Mavens YouTube channel. So like this video and subscribe so you never miss a step-by-step like New Kids or any of the other awesome content we share every single Friday. At Email Mavens, we believe that every winery can sell more wine online by sending better marketing emails. I'll be popping up next Friday with even more goodness. Until then, keep pressing send.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
Wait, I was right when you... Right when I said, yep, I was like, ooh. Okay. Yeah, let's do it one more time. One more time. Oh, let's do it with my hands. Cut this part out, JD.
Don't worry.